Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show.
Hey there, welcome back to the Jeff Crilley Show. I'm Sarah Crilley, joined in studio with my co-host Samantha Knight. And I'm going to let you kind of lead this one, Samantha, because joining us is Jennifer Ford and Ramsey Rellis from the Dallas Society of Visual Communication, the DSVC. They're cool and hip and trendy. Tell me all about them.
So I'm actually a board member of this group as well. I run special events, and I'm so excited. We have our Vice President, Ramsey, here, and Jennifer, who does the Dallas show, right?
That is correct.
And it's a great group. I'm not actually a designer. I'm a developer, and I joined up with them because I wanted to learn how to do better design, and 4 years in, here I am. So, Ramsey, will you tell us a little bit about the organization?
So the DSVC has been around for about 60 years. It really started way back in the day, in the Mad Men sort of era.
All right.
And, a lot of people think of California and New York as these, big places where design happens. But, Dallas has it's been a place where there's a lot of companies that are headquartered here. And because of that, there's a lot of design shops that have sprung up to help service them. And through that, there's just been this growing, community of designers that just, we're just as great and just as awesome as the people in either coast. And we have better barbecue and tacos. So, so we just, again, we've been around for about 60 years, and we really try to, though saying iron sharpens iron. And so we try to make sure that we, get like-minded people, really awesome designers, and help inspire one another. And then we actually bring in speakers every month, typically the first Wednesday of every month, and have them show our members what they do and how they attack certain problems or figure out certain solutions. And it's not necessarily graphic design or advertising. We've brought in people from various facets of visual communications. So, in the past couple of years, we've had a Jorge Gutierrez, who is a animated feature film director. We've had Lee Simpson from Us Too, who, they're really famous for making the Monument Valley app. And so, he spoke about how to make things fast and just quickly rapid prototyping things. And so it's not just design, but development, interactivity, animation. We're all over the place.
We learn a lot of best practices. It's really great for students just out of school. A lot of designers will come in and talk about, here's, how I present my portfolio, and everyone has this binder, and I say, throw it away, and I'm just going to, mail a book to this guy that I made. And, they just have all these really creative ideas about how to get in front of employers, potential employers.
I think you hit on something really important, and it's that sense of community, right? Because designers, and
100%.
Tell me a little bit about your industry, because you're really reaching those entrepreneurs, freelancers, corporate companies, anyone that has that eye and skill set. But also, isn't it kind of a lonely feeling to be behind your computer on those deadlines?
Oh, yeah. That's the nature of the industry. We all have this tendency in ourselves to just really focus in and almost tunnel vision to a point where you forget there's anybody else out there with you. And by having this community, what we've been able to do, and what's really unique about the Dallas visual communication community, is they are extremely tight-knit. You can go and talk to people, and even though they'll be rivaling for a different job that's being bid out, like for a Dodge project or a commercial, they're still, at the end of the day, those same people who are out bidding against each other for this project, they're also the same ones who are going to get together, and they're going to work together to help brainstorm an idea. If you're in a tight spot and you need somebody else to step in, one of the great things about the Dallas community is we do have the ability to call on each other, and we do have not only a tight-knit community within the design field, but we even have a tight-knit community of freelancers who are basically people who they step in whenever a company gets a little overwhelmed and they need a little extra help. We have an awesome community of freelancers who are able to step in multiple facets of the industry and come and support and help. And Ramsey's actually a freelancer, and that's what he deals with in the motion graphics world. So he helps translate from these still graphics that you see in printing all the way into more of your digital graphics or the website, commercials, anything with motion. That's how he helps bridge the gap. And we're able to, as a team, because we can all approach this in different ways. Like Samantha was saying, she's in production and Ramsey's an artist and I'm a production manager. So we all just kind of team together to help make sure that everything happens.
And that's a really great feature of the DSVC. They have a job board, and at past places where I've worked, we've actually hired people from, we posted, hey, we need an art director.
Yeah.
And, we found, I think, 2 art directors.
So that's a perk of being a member?
Oh, the great thing about the DSVC is that our job board, one of the things that we're really well known for is we carry talent. We have talent. We have such a great community of awesome artists and people who know the industry and have been in the industry and have the experience, that when people come and they post stuff to our job board, that is where they get 95% of their just qualified candidates, because we are in that industry. We've been in that industry. In this next upcoming year, we'll have been 60 years founded and up and running. Mm-hmm. So we have the history, we have the clout, we have the membership and the resources to reach out and pull and help everyone find the best candidates, so that we're making sure that everything's getting done and quality work is getting put out.
And what a fantastic resource for those employers that are listening right now that need designers and that skill set. How is it that an employer can reach out to you and post on that job board?
Well, there is a website that Ramsey can totally speak to on this, and it is...
Yeah, it's so our website is the dsvc.org, so pretty short and simple. And
DSVC.org. They are the Dallas Society of Visual Communications. What a mouthful.
No joke.
But really well worth it for someone to go on that website and be able to plug it in, because, gosh, and I'm fascinated because if you've been around for 60 years, that digital landscape is ever changing.
Oh,
and
yes.
you have these events coming up that you're upskilling everyone that is a part of this group as well. And you have something coming on. In 2017, you have a conference coming up?
Yes. So along with the Dallas Society of Visual Communications and our general memberships, we have another portion. One of the biggest things that we do all year is the National Student Show and Conference. And
we like things to be a mouthful.
Yes. And we like our acronyms. So it is NSSC. And this is our 13th year where we've actually had it as a national competition. And what it is students that are studying visual communications, they can submit their work, and typically within the year, I think we've had all the way up to like 1,400 to 1,600 entries, and they're competing for up to $15,000 of scholarships and prizes. And so not only do they get money, but then we also hold a show where you can actually see all the work that's been accepted and what the judges have picked. And we also bring in speakers to help inspire the students and help further their career. And we also have 2 days worth of portfolio reviews. So students that are getting ready to graduate.
Wow.
It really translates to a job fair.
Yes.
That's huge.
And there's a lot of companies here in Dallas that will, they'll hold off hiring people until the student show happens. And so they'll go and because that's a place where they can see students coming in from, Virginia and Kansas and Oklahoma. And, so all these students from out of Texas will come down and they can say, oh, they have talent. We're going to bring them in and, try them out as an intern or just straight out hire them. And there's been several people that have walked out of the conference with a job offer. And then we also do studio tours, so students can get a feel for like how it is to be inside an actual studio, and whether it's anywhere from a small design studio where it's like 2 or 3 man shop all the way to a huge agency like the Richards Group. So it's an opportunity to really see, peek behind the curtain.
That's fantastic. And I know that you're still in the planning stages and there's so much preparation that goes into it. But how, with someone listening right now, how can they find out a little bit more, or what around the time can they buy tickets? Do they need to sign up and be a member, or as an employer, what do you need to do to kind of get involved with this?
Tickets are on sale right now. If you want to get
that's great.
Yes, you can go to NSSC.
Or nationalstudentshow.com.
National
We will plug it
Student
on the Jeff Crilley Show Facebook page. I'll put it on there for a link. So make sure you go to the Jeff Crilley Show Facebook page, and we also have Facebook Live running, so I know that it's a little distracting. But we like everything live in real time, right?
Absolutely.
see the pictures, know what we look like.
Yes. And I know we just have a couple more minutes, but wanted to open it up if anyone wants to add anything, because I know that we could do a whole other segment on, and especially 60 years. Hasn't this landscape changed so much in 60 years?
Yes, I
in
mean,
60 years.
Design is very much, it started off as a very print-based industry, and the way that things have changed now you have, websites and mobile apps, animation, commercials, there's still radio spots that people create. So it's very always looking at
podcasting is such a huge thing, and we had who's the one who did Welcome to Night Vale? Was that Rob Wilson?
Yes.
He came and he did a working lunch for us, and he talked about the importance of podcast design and how much work he's picked up just from doing these little icons. It's so cool.
Explain to our listeners, so what design feature is in podcasting?
The little icon, the cover art.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Welcome to Night Vale cover art is iconic. Everyone knows it. Like, you see it everywhere. You see book covers with it and everything. So it's a special event. We put on special events outside of the student show. We have a golf charity coming up that you can learn about on dsvc.org. We do happy hours. We do working lunches where we just come in for an hour and come away with a skill. I did a really fun letterpress one time. That was really great. All kinds of events.
And one of the big events that we put on every year is what I'm working with on my team. We do the Dallas show, which is so much fun. It's this great party at the end of the year that we round out the show. And hey, if you are looking to hire an agency or see what talent's out there in Dallas and you want to know what fits your specific niche in your business and what you're looking to do, the Dallas show is a great place to go. Come have a really nice meal, have some drinks, have some laughs with some people, but see what we do. See the art, see everything out there, because what this is it's basically one big show that showcases the talent in the area, what we do, the different agencies, the scope, the range of work that they're capable of. And you can come in and you can quickly see. It's like one-stop shopping. So you can come in and you can see everything and see just the full range of what not only we offer, but what Dallas has to offer, what North Texas has to offer. And that's just in and of itself saves you so much time.
So fantastic. And I know we're running out of time for this segment, but thank you so much, Jennifer and Ramsey. And make sure to go to their website, dsvc.org, to find out more information. We got to have you guys back.
Well, thank you so much for having us. Oh my gosh, this was a
we'll be
blast.
back anytime.
Coming up, don't go away. She's back, Lacey Ball with Culture Map. Stay tuned.
More of the Jeff Crilley Show coming up.